All right, the base frame stripped complete. I have 5 coats of paint. It should hold out pretty good now. But it's complete. Now what I'm going to do is I have my tongue all painted. I have my bars for my bunks all painted. Everything else is painted. Now it's time to put my axles on, flip it, weld my tongue on, and start putting it together so I can see what it looks like, and then I can start building my racks. Okay, just a little update. I got my axle and leaves on. The tires will just be on temporarily so I can line up the fenders. So I got to put them on. I got 2 stabilizing jacks there. That's got to go in the back. So I cut a piece of steel there that's going to go across, and then I'm going to bolt that on there. Still have to do the fenders. The tongue turned out very nice. It's all one piece. That's a 12-foot chunk. So I put the coupler on. I have my my tire carrier, spare tire carrier, but it's just loose right now because I got to figure out where I want it. So it's almost done. As far as the frame and that goes though. All in all, it's coming along. So my next task is to build a cage, probably going from right about here to about here. I don't know, 40 inches tall or something like that. Put a rack on top. But anyways, that's just what I've got done so far. All right. So I ended up getting the bunks on. I still got a little bit of welding to do, but they're all tacked in place. In the front, from center to center, is 5 3/4 of an inch. And in between there is 8 1/2, and I flared them out. I also installed stabilizing jacks, one on each side. And I put a plate, that way it locks up in place very nicely. A lot of people were running it along their frame this way, and this here part right here kept hitting the frame, and they had to keep building up with washers. But to me, that's not good. So what I did is I just put in a plate, welded it in there, and bolted it up. And all you got to do, pull out, drop her down, and then right here, there you go. She's locked in place. And it's on a plate instead of on the frame rail. So there you go. All right, so this is just the first fit. Make sure that everything lines up. Looking good. Lines up nicely. No, it's looking good. All right. Now it's time to build the rack. Basically, probably go from back here somewheres to just in front of the axle. Not too sure on the height. Let's say from the top rail, I might go up another 40 inches or so. But I'll take a measurement to be a little bit more accurate. But I'm going to put in some angles just for aesthetic. So what I've done is I already started cutting my metal. So I cut 8 pieces on a 45s. I don't even know how long it is. I just measured my hand. I just said, okay, about there. So, yeah, right there. See that's all I did is measured my hand. I figured that's good enough if I ever wanted to bolt something to it. I guess I'll have to measure it and draw some blueprints, but that's what I got so far. Now I'm going to measure the height and start cutting some lengths and then put it on my my rack, welding rack, and start tacking her together. All right, so I got all my pieces cut. I have all my corner pieces. So I got 6 there and 2 on the bench, getting ready to weld. Okay, the 4 there, that one there, and them 3 there are for the bottom and the very top, and that's for the width. These 4 here are my posts for the corners. So I'm just getting ready to square them up. I'm going to tack everything, make sure everything's nice and square, and then I'm going to weld them up solid. All right. So I finished all my framing for the cage. And the first 2 that you see right here, that's going to be on the bottom, and this here is an upright. The 2 that's behind it will weld in here to form the box, the cage. So anyways, in case you guys want to know the size, the bottom piece right here, that's going to sit on top of the trailer, 48 inches. The uprights are all 38 inches. The top piece, again, 48, 38. Now the corners, okay, the corner pieces are 7 inches from the tip to here, cut on the 45s. Just to give you an idea of the size, in case you want to copy it and build yourself one. But anyways, now it's time to get my table out of here, move in my trailer, and start welding them on the trailer. Also, just a tip, when you're about to weld a cage on or a box or whatever you plan on doing, you want it square, right? You want all your work to be perfectly square. It looks good. So I suggest getting yourself some levels. Borrow it from the neighbors if you have to. But as you can see, cross members here, they're level. So there you go. You can see the bead in the middle. Focus. There it is. The other side, focus. And there it is. Alright, so that gives you a nice flat level surface to work on. That way when you get some helping hands to hold things while you tack weld everything, it'll be nice and square. Alright, half the job's done. I got the foundation for the base and one side complete. Now I just got to do the other side and the top, and we'll see how that turns out. But so far, it's all welded in place. Alright, just threw a coat of paint on it to keep it nice and fresh. Now I'll make some measurements and then try to get myself a partner so that we can do the rest. Okay, as far as the main rack goes, it's 95% done. Turned out pretty good. Perfectly squared, leveled to the frame. It's going to work great. Kayak on the bottom, and on the top itself you could put 12 footer 14 footer tire down if you want, but I got a rack, luggage rack that goes up there, but it'll be easy to take on and off. But as far as the main part, that's pretty well done. I still got some other plans, but we'll cross that bridge in a couple days. See you in a bit.